Hi, yeah, I'm Christine Smallwood. I'm a food and travel writer. Sounds a bit like a confessional, doesn't it? I'm here to rant about why I think great food producers and great chefs should really let us into their lives and be honest about themselves, and they shouldn't hide behind PR spin. The best part of my job is talking to chefs, talking to food producers, really great dedicated artisans, and finding out about why they do what they do and the stories behind what motivates them. There is therefore nothing more dull and boring than talking to somebody who simply regurgitates the latest food buzzwords, on-trend terminology, and just copies what everyone else is saying and what they think you want to hear. I need to stress that this is not against really good food PRs. I've got nothing against them at all. This is more about my admiration for all those really dedicated chefs and food producers. It is such a hard industry. All those people who cultivate food, who produce it, who cook professionally on a daily basis, are doing a really hard job. Certainly at the outset there are risks, the rewards are uncertain, and I think they all deserve plaudits, quite frankly, and pats on the back. I also think that if you're bright enough to enter into this kind of field of work, then you're bright enough to self-edit what parts of your life you should keep private and which parts you shouldn't. Let me give you an example. Increasingly, chefs and food producers, as soon as they get a good review or as soon as people start raving about what it is they produce, they become inundated with proposals from PR firms. I was talking to a young up-and-coming chef a short while ago, and he'll remain nameless, and in the course of the conversation he let it slip which football team he supported. Fair enough. He then begged and implored me not to let this be known, because he had been advised that if that was made public, supporters of their main rival would no longer eat at his restaurant. I mean, come on, it's just crazy. The really sad part of this is that he revealed his favourite football team when he was telling me a really delightful story about how one of his signature dishes came to be. So, we now have to keep that delightful story a secret. It's mad. I mean, why do all of us come to food festivals like this? We come here to eat the cheese, but we also want to talk to the cheesemaker. We want to hear about him or her. We want to eat James's amazing charcuterie, but we want to have a chat with James as well. Kate Jenkins and her brownies. We may think the brownies are delicious, but how great it is to hear about her. Although if you follow her on Twitter, you'll know pretty much all about it. I would implore everybody who is involved in the really hard business of working in the food field to let their true selves be shown. If we're hungry enough for your food and what you produce, then we really are hungry enough to know the stories behind it. So please, let us know that and don't just hide behind the PR spin. Thank you.